viewers, welcome back to Read Aloud. I'm excited today to read another informational text. We know that informational texts teach us about something or give us all kind of real information and real facts. Today we're reading a different type of informational text that you might have seen before or even already have in your house. We're going to read a cookbook. This one is the Children's Step-by-Step Cookbook. It's a complete cookery course for children. So, thinking about what you know from the title and the cover, what do you think the purpose of this book is going to be? I know that because this is an informational text, the author is trying to teach us something. The author must be writing this story or this book to teach us how to make all kinds of different foods. If at the end you message me and want me to share with you some of the recipes, I can, and you can try them at home. We get to look at a new feature of an informational text when we read this story. The feature that we're going to look at is the glossary. The feature is the glossary. Good. The glossary is a list of words and their meanings. The author normally includes different words that he or she thinks will be new to the readers so that they can learn their meanings. We'll get to the glossary at the end of the text because it's always at the back. Remember, it's that list of words and their meanings. So, the first part of our informational text we know is normally the table of contents. Let's check. Great. This text also has the table of contents. It's got the list of all the different sections. This one even includes pictures. I think that's way better because we can see what the food is going to look like. And it tells you the page that you can find everything on. Go ahead and look at the table of contents. Think about what page you would want to turn to. Very long table of contents. That means this book has got lots of different sections and recipes. Ooh, I start to see some desserts over here towards the end. I can't wait to get to that part of the text. When I look at the table of contents, I'm thinking about this one that's called finger bites because that sounds kind of like a snack that you might want to eat or just something quick that you could grab with your fingers. That's on page 18. I'm going to go ahead and flip to page 18 so we can learn a recipe about finger bites. Wow. This has got great photos for us to look at and help us picture what the food is going to look like at the end. Finger bites. When you want something special for tea or a party, have fun creating these tiny sandwiches where everything is arranged on top of firm bread or toast. Try the ideas shown here or invent some of your own. Eat immediately. Wow, this sounds really fun. I love sandwiches and it sounds super cool if they were tiny little sandwiches with cool stuff on top. I can see here that, this person made a funny face sandwich. Over here we have a Tutti Frutti ice cream. Wonder what's on that. Do you think it's real ice cream? No. I can see that they put ham, some eggs, red pepper, and they even added some green peppers as well to give it a little bit of sprinkle look. Down here, there's another woolly sheep and a Freddy flounder. These people are getting creative with their foods. Let me go back to my table of contents to figure out what I want to look at next. It goes through more snacks like popcorn, milkshakes. Strike a pose if you like milkshakes. I know I do. Chocolate chip or the cookies and cream is my favorite. Lots of different kinds of eggs and cheese. There's this one called eggs in pots. I like to eat eggs for breakfast, but I've never seen them in pots. So I'm going to go to that page to learn more about it. What page should I go to if I want to look at the eggs in pots? What page? Good. I'm going to flip to page 29. Page 29, eggs in pots. I'm going to read to you what they describe eggs in pots as, and then we'll talk about some of the directions. Baked eggs are easy to make and can be a starter for a quick meal. To vary them, you can tuck some cheese, ham, or cooked vegetables under the eggs as a surprise. It is best to bake eggs in small, straight-sided dishes. I heard a word that I actually didn't know. The word was vary. The word was vary. I've heard of the word vary before, but the way I normally see it spelled is V-E-R-Y, like I am very hungry or very thirsty. But right here, they're spelling it V-A-R-Y, so that must be a different word. I'm gonna go look for the clues that the author tells me. To vary them, you can tuck some ham, cheese, or cooked vegetables under the eggs as a surprise. So if you can vary the toppings, then maybe that means you can make them different. So vary might mean to make different or to be different. So yeah, you can vary them. You can do different things with it, like adding different vegetables or hams or cheeses. Wow, for these eggs in pots, you're gonna need different sauces, cheese, cream, salt, pepper. Ooh, these have examples of a ham surprise, spinach surprise, and tomato surprise. It looks like there are just 3 easy steps to creating eggs in pots. Okay, something I saw on the table of contents that I really love is spaghetti. I love spaghetti with that pasta and creamy red sauce. I'm gonna go to the page that was about spaghetti. Creamy spaghetti. It looks a little bit different than sometimes I make it, but this might be a recipe that I should try. Creamy spaghetti. Here you can learn how to cook pasta, spaghetti in this case, and see how to turn it into a delicious quick meal by adding a few ingredients. This recipe is for a carbonara sauce. Turn the page to find out how to make the tomato and bolognese sauces for pasta. Wow. I've never made pasta or spaghetti like this before. Maybe I'm gonna have to go back and try this recipe. I know that at the beginning of the Read Aloud, we talked about how this text is to teach us how to make different dishes or different foods. We've already learned how to make eggs in pots, different finger foods, and now this creamy spaghetti just by following these directions. The first step to making this creamy spaghetti is to heat the water in a big saucepan. Add a pinch of salt and a drop of oil to stop the pasta from sticking together. Step 2. When the water boils, gently push the pasta into the water until covered. Long pasta slides down as the ends soften. 3. While the pasta cooks, beat the eggs in a bowl, add cream, salt, pepper, and half of the cheese and beat again. Step 4. Put the oil in a frying pan. Add the chopped bacon and fry it quickly for a few minutes until it is cooked. 5. Cook the pasta for about 12 to 15 minutes until it is cooked, but still firm. Then, tip it into a strainer and drain it well. Tip the pasta back into the saucepan, add the egg mixture and bacon. Stir well and cook it for a few minutes more. The author has just taught us how to make creamy spaghetti. Okay, there was one more page that I thought some of you would be super excited about because I've seen some people eat it at school before. This page is called Pizza Feast. What do you think is going to be on this page? What will we learn about? You're right, we're going to learn how to make pizza. Say yummy in my tummy. You can make scrumptious pizza using this quick recipe. There are 3 different toppings to try, or you can experiment with ideas of your own. Who knew you could be creative with food? The quantities given will make 4 mini pizzas or 1 big one. I heard another word that was new to Miss Clark. The word is scrumptious. The word is, good, scrumptious. Let me go back and reread that to see if I can figure out the word scrumptious. Scrumptious. You can make scrumptious pizzas using this quick recipe. Okay, well, if you're gonna make a pizza, it's not like you want it to be yucky or hairy, or you don't want it to be watery. You want it to be yummy and delicious. So I think that scrumptious means yummy or delicious. Let me see if that would make sense. You can make delicious pizzas using this quick recipe. Yeah, I think scrumptious and delicious mean the same thing. Looking at these steps, you've got to first make tomato sauce, then the pizza, then you've got to add some of your toppings. What's your favorite topping on your pizza? I really like to put black olives on my pizza. Some people don't like that, but I think it's really good. I've even heard that some people put pineapples on their pizza. Now we get to go ahead and flip to the glossary. Remember, I told you that the glossary is a list of words and their meanings. I'm gonna skip through some of these other recipes about different vegetables. Ooh, even getting to that dessert section. They even have a page about how to decorate different cakes. I wonder what your cake would look like if you were decorating one. Great. Flipping to the glossary. This book is super cool because it doesn't just give us the list of words, it also adds pictures to the glossary. That helps us understand a little bit more what these words mean. So I'm going to read some of the words that we're going to learn about through the glossary. Slicing, dicing, creaming, coring an apple, kneading. So these are all things that the author is pretty sure that we might need a little bit more help about learning about. So let's go ahead and choose, yeah, let's look at this word creaming. I don't really know what the word creaming means. I saw it in a few recipes earlier, but I didn't know what it meant. So the author used the glossary to teach me what creaming means. First, to cream butter and sugar together, cut up the butter and mix it with the sugar in a bowl using a wooden spoon. 2, beat the butter and sugar together as hard as you can with the wooden spoon. 3, the mixture is ready when it is pale and creamy and drops off the spoon easily. Wow, I didn't know what creaming was, but I looked back in the glossary at the list of words and their meanings and was able to figure out a new word, creaming. This glossary also tells us about scoring bread, grilling, seasoning, boiling, stir-frying. These are so many terms that probably chefs use every day. Wow, making an icing bag, piping icing, lining a cake tin. Those are all super cool things that are included in the glossary. Today, scholars, after reading this story, you're going to record a video of you answering this question. What is a glossary and why do you use it? Listening again, what is the glossary or what is a glossary and why do you use it? I can't wait to see what you guys have learned about glossaries.